Hi everyone, Dr. Nemechek here. Have you noticed so many people are walking around with big things of water that they're sipping all the time, or these huge lines to get a cup of coffee at 3 in the afternoon? Tell you, I'm in my mid 60s. This is bizarre. Okay. 20 years ago, people weren't going around with big jugs of water. I mean, Starbucks was popular, but it wasn't like this in terms of coffee. And we've got a place down the street. It's just constant, huge lines of coffee, and I think I know what's going on. So, about 20 years ago, I and other researchers were stumbling upon the fact it looked like that people were not able to recover from simple brain trauma, and that could be physical things, emotional events, inflammation. Like you get brain trauma from a scalpel in surgery, okay? And we used to recover from all of those, and that we were discovering that this wasn't happening. And one of the major things that happens when you have a brain trauma is the body has difficulty properly regulating blood pressure in your brain, all right? And when you have low pressure in your brain, you don't feel good. You can't really focus, kind of tired, whatnot. You may go see your doctor, and people say, oh, you're dehydrated, drink more fluid, and you find yourself drinking more fluid and you feel better, okay? We know that if you chug a bit of water, it'll boost blood pressure in your torso and in your brain, okay? And that increased pressure increases oxygen delivery. Now, people aren't really dehydrated. That's a hard thing to be. Okay, dehydrated is you're vomiting, have diarrhea for 4 days straight, or you're hiking in the deserts here in Arizona and it's 110 out and you haven't brought enough water, okay? What's happening is these are people with chronic injuries in their nervous system, all right? Now, if this pressure thing gets worse, we call it brain fog or attention deficit disorder. And so they'll give them Adderall or Ritalin to boost blood pressure to the head. So if you find that you need to drink a lot of water to feel good, okay, it's because your nervous system is not recovering properly, and that, we understand, is due to this persistent state of inflammation. And the whole basis of our protocol was just try to lower inflammation in people, and we now know that the nervous system can recover. And you can have proper pressure without Adderall or Ritalin, or having to drink 64 ounces of water every day, okay? Or line up for these coffees all the time. And so aside from the liquid in the coffee, the caffeine in the coffee, some of these new versions have a ton of sugar in the coffee, which will also boost blood pressure to your head. This is just a sign that things are not right. And but you can, if you find, you think, that might be me, there's nothing harmful in drinking the water, but if this gets worse, this is a problem. And if you're doing this, and so if you have this low pressure thing, it's because you have inflammation. And the other concern is that inflammation can, say, trigger breast cancer or diabetes or hypertension and other things, chronic depression. You got to go after the inflammation, all right? So that's all for today. Keep drinking that water, but start the protocol, and that'll help boost your blood pressure, okay? And then you won't find you need that water so much. Take care. Bye.